so glad you could join me here today. Today we'll be doing a nice little interesting painting. I hope you could follow along with me. Let me run the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint along with me. They'll be in the same order. I have them starting with my titanium white all the way to my Indian yellow. Now, um, I have a 16 by 20 inch canvas, pre-stretched, double primed, and I added a thin layer of the liquid clear. Liquid white. Rather than that, it's slick, it's wet, it's ready to go. Let's go ahead. Let's go into a little bit of alizarin crimson, just tapping it out on my brush. And let's come up here and let's dance around a nice, happy pinkish glow. Something just to brighten it up. Okay, just like so. Now, let's go ahead. Sorry, the camera's a bit dusty. Hopefully that's a bit better. Let's go ahead. Let's take it into Indian yellow. Screw it. Just alizarin crimson and then Indian yellow. I'm gonna clean it. It bothered me. Hopefully that'll help out. Okay, just a little bit. Very soft, very subtle. Let's go ahead. Let's do a lavender color. Let me go into some crimson and then take it through some phthalo blue, crimson and blue. More to the red side this time. And just do a crisscross motion. Okay. Let me come up here just slightly. Okay. Now, let me grab the trusty old 2-inch brush and lightly, all you want to do is blend this color. So very lightly. Make sure your brush is clean and dry before you start on this. Okay? Maybe you wanted the yellow inside and the red outside. It's all up to you. I lost it today and I thought I could do it this way. It's all up to you. You have the power to do this. Okay, something like that. Let's go ahead. Let me grab a fan brush. And I'm going to go into alizarin crimson and a little touch of the phthalo blue. Just mix it on the brush. I just want a dark lavender color. Maybe a little ivory black just to darken it up. And let's come up here and just lay in maybe a cloud. Maybe like so. Let me make this work into something. Okay? Now, I'm gonna grab that same old 2-inch brush I used for the blending and I'm going to blend it out. Sorry, I'm just pulling up my shirt. So, with the corner, lightly blend it. Lightly. Just to sort of bring everything together. Very lightly. You don't need much blending in this stage. Lift upwards. go across. Let me go ahead and put another cloud up in here. Maybe just blend it lightly. And let's go ahead. Let's put in a couple little crazy clouds up in there. So we got that so far. Okay, now let's go ahead into some Indian yellow, a little bit alizarin crimson. Ooh, that's a firecracker. I'm gonna go into some ochre, tone it down a bit. There we go. And then some titanium white. Now, let me go ahead. Let me clean my fan brush real quick. If you're gonna highlight something and you're done with the base color, make sure to clean your brush before taking it into that new color and dry it. Make sure it's nicely dried. Okay, loading up that orangey yellow color, mostly orange. And let's come up here lightly. Just using basically just the corner. Just put some small indications wherever you would think some light would hit. Just using the corner of the brush, maybe a little light there, here, maybe here. Whew. And maybe the blending stage is where it all comes together, at least for me. Okay, grab a blending brush. You could buy the Bob Ross blending brush. I have it, I just don't have it with me right now for some reason. But it does the same thing, in my opinion. And I actually prefer the 2-inch because it actually helps you learn what pressures to do. Okay, just like so. Just lightly. Lightly. 2 hairs and some light pressure. I don't want to say the original because then copyright. Okay, we're gonna go into some white and a little bit of that orangey yellow color. Okay, let me pile that paint up. Now we can go ahead and put even lighter. So I'm only gonna put this where I really believe some light would hit it. You have to be 100% sure that the light's gonna hit it in that area. Maybe a little here, a little there, there. I basically put it everywhere now I think about it, but it's okay. Just lightly touch. Lightly. Whew. Lift up very gently and then go across. And you have a sky full of clouds and all that. You know what? Let me add a little highlight here. Little highlight. Extra highlight here. Okay. let me show you a little trick. If you want it to stand out more, go with your palette knife and layer it on. Keep going in the same shape. All I'm doing is using the corner of the palette knife, just the corner. I'm gonna add some more white just to really emphasize on it. But you gotta keep going in that circle motion. Okay? And let's come up here. You gotta blend everything out. It's a whole blending process. Lightly, lightly, lightly. Shoot. Very lightly. Lift up and go across. Look, those clouds stand out a bit more than the others. It's a little trick. You guys probably knew that already though. Just thought I would show you guys again. I think that's a fun, cool little trick I don't see too often. Okay, ivory black, some white. Just mixing up that highlight color. Get used of it. There's very little yellow, so it's mostly white. Let's come up here. Shoot. There we go. Okay, just like so. We're gonna grab a 2-inch brush, grab and pull. Grab and pull it. Just like so. Okay. Now I'm gonna grab a little bit of sap green, a little bit of the yellow, just a little bit. I just want a few indication that maybe there's some grass growing up. So you decide the angles here, just like so. Once you start, it's hard to stop. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Now, I'm gonna grab more ivory black to darken up my color. Cut a roll of this darker gray. Let's come up here. Maybe right here. There we go. Maybe this one comes up from here. Maybe they cover it and they just push that one back a bit. Scratch off the extra, as you may know, or as you probably know, I should say. You can get all your anger and frustrations out there. Okay, I'm not gonna use this one. I'm gonna use or I'll just use that one and use a whole new one. I overthink things too much. Just grab and blend it. Okay, just like so. Just tug on it a bit. Let's bring it out there. Boom. There we go. Okay, now let's go ahead and I'm gonna go into some light gray. I'm gonna mix it up on my brush. Let's come up here just with our fan brush pull down. That's not light enough. Okay, now let me try this out. This should be light enough. Yeah, just using the corner just to have a few indications. Just a few. I don't want much. Okay, now let's go ahead. Let's go into ivory black. Well, the darkest gray we used. Let's come up here and let's decide maybe our first foothill. You know what? Let's bring this one up here. Little greenish. There. That looks good. Okay, so tap that paint down. Tap it down. You get a little hair, just pull it out with your brush. Okay, lift up lightly. Lightly. Just to give the impression of millions and millions of trees back there. Okay, now let's go ahead. I think this is somewhere where you might go for camping. So let me go into some pure ivory black and let me maybe there's a little stream up here or down here, I mean. Just that little area. I'm not gonna make it about water today. Okay? And just decide where your grass starts. Okay. More ivory black. And just block it in. Doesn't matter how you block it in. What matters is that outside edge. You can really care less about what's in the inside. Okay? If you want to know where you want dark, where you want light, you can tap it on and then you can blend it out a bit. That's what I like to do when I want to do that. Okay, so let me just get over here. I know I'm gonna want it to come down, and I want it. See, just like that, you already know how many layers you want. Screw it. Let's put in another layer. Okay, now Let's go ahead. Let's highlight it. To sap green with this color and Indian yellow, load enough paint in your brush. Tap it into the bristles. Now, let's come up here and just tap. Use both sides of your brush until the paint completely runs out on both sides. And just tap. That's all you gotta do. You can kind of blend this out just a bit. Load up your brush. There we go. The darker your background is, the more contrast it will show that you have like cadmium yellow. Right now I have Indian yellow, which will have to do, but it still gives me a good effect. You just have to know how to use it. Let's put a little paint thinner in there. Just very little. Thin paint will stick on to thick paint. Okay? So just tapping on that highlight. I like to leave a little gap so we kind of know where one starts and one ends. But that's just me personally. Okay. Oh, right here, I almost forgot. Okay. Going into straight Indian yellow and picking out the spots I want the brightest. Okay. Let's come up here. I want it bright here. And maybe, just maybe, a thing or two over there. There, I'm satisfied with that. Oh shoot, 23 minutes. Let me clear up a space on my palette. Clean my knife off. Some green, some crimson, mix up a brown color. And then some ivory black to darken it up. Okay, let's put in a cabin. Maybe this is the how you call those people that live, well, not that live, that help out in the forest or camping areas. Someone leave it in the comments. I'll respond to you guys. One of those peoples that come out in case you get hurt and knows the rules and everything. Oh, I forgot the name. I know you guys will know the name. At least I hope so. Okay, right there. And then some white. Let me fix this color up a bit. Okay, almost there. There we go. Let's come up here. Very gentle. Whew. Gentle, gentle. Okay. A little bit on the roof. A little bit here on the roof we see. Let's put in a door. Okay. Let's shape our cabin a bit. Okay. Load up our brush. And just tap it on. 26 minutes. And I still got a couple things to do, like fill this in. You know what? Let's make it all grass. I think all grass would look better. I do too much lakes and rivers. Okay. Okay, now let's put in a tree. How about that? Let me do this real quick. Little step for the door. I think that would be a bit funny, just to have a little step. Okay. Where do I want my tree to be? Here's your bravery test. Right across the whole painting. Okay. There we go. Something like so. Okay. And highlights, shadows. I just mix a little bit of ivory black into the brown color. That's what gives me this nice dark brown. You know what? I'm full of surprises. Let's load up my 2-inch brush, full with paint. Wiggle the paint and pull it through. Let's come up here. Let's paint in a semi-evergreen tree. Semi. You'll see some of the tree trunk. Okay. You gotta load your brush up though. There. Okay. Okay, let me fix the top one up. Okay, now let me highlight it. A little bit of sap green. Load your brush full of paint. As you can see, it should glue the bristles shut. And this is a nice rich dark green color. You guys can make it brighter if you guys like to. Okay. Just like so. Load up your brush again. This requires a lot of paint. Okay. Let me do a bright green color. And I'll let you guys go for today's video. Okay. Just mixing up both yellows, yellow ochre and Indian yellow with sap green. A little bit of paint thinner. Okay. Add a few little touches. And I think with that, we could call today's painting finished. I really hope you enjoy this painting and try this painting out. I'd like to wish each and every one of you the best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care, enjoy the trailer.